Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are in the world. I'm jumping on to just elaborate a little bit on my recent post this morning because it's so great that we have this way of building our business, from all the funnels and all the marketing tools and learning how to do everything ourselves on Pinterest and Instagram and on Facebook and doing the groups and everything. But the thing is that one of the most powerful ways to build your business is really to follow your own intuition. The problem is, to know your intuition and really dare listening to it, you have to really know yourself. And in the 50s, there was an environmentalist, one of the first female environmentalists, and for some reason I can't remember her name, but I'll find it later. She said this: what we don't value, we destroy. And we don't value what we don't understand. So that is very, very interesting, because a lot of my clients, when they come in, they are building their business, but they're still using different, subconsciously, of course, programs and strategies that sabotage their own efforts whilst building their business, like what they're doing in their everyday life while they're building, and sort of how they want to manifest, setting goals, who they pull into the business, how they market it, and the whole thing. So what is really, for me, interesting to talk about is that you may follow all the other coaches or a business coach, and you may build based upon other people's or other successful coaches' models of how they build their business. But if you don't bring your intuition into it, you're just going to be a replica of a lot of other people's businesses. And it's easy to do that. And there's nothing wrong to sort of borrow something or get inspired to use that in the process when you're finding your own voice that you want to bring out, when you trust your message, when you dare to show up as yourself and really share that message of what it is that how you want to contribute and what business that you want to build. Because sometimes we just have to get started, and we'll sort of, build the business. The business will become in the process of building it. So you can't just wait until you are ready, because you'll never be ready. You'll never be perfect enough. You'll never be ready enough. It's always going to be something that you're going to have to I have to wait until this and X, Y, Z. It's never going to be like that. You just have to jump and really trust your own intuition. When you do trust your intuition and you're really being in the present moment to listen to the insights that are coming through, instead of living in the sort of psychological time space of either the past, the stories you've created, or the future, everything that you're worried about, what might happen and what might go wrong. So it is really slipping into the present moment is an excellent tool for using intuitive guidance when you're building your business, because that's the only way you can really get your passion forth into the world and create something that is unique for you. So why I say this quote in the beginning is that the reason why, obviously I'm a business coach for spiritual entrepreneurs, and the reason why I do, the first steps you go through with me, activating your business, is, of course, it's about the ideal client. It's really about understanding who you're serving, where you're serving from, who you are being when you are serving, what energies you are attracting with, what subconscious programming you are, creating from, and what new beliefs you need to implement to really be that what you want to manifest. And what I see is that most of the people building their business, they haven't done shadow work, they haven't done self-love alchemy. So they're not aware about all these programs and the patterns that are really running their business. And because of that, they end up in different strategies of self-sabotaging themselves, either for not feeling worthy enough for success, or feeling worthy enough to even get started to build their business and doing the necessary action. And there's tons of excuses that comes along with all the self-sabotage. But that is hence my quote this morning, because when you really, through different tools and practicing being in the present moment and being connected to your own guidance system, it is really from that place you create something unique. So, but if you don't understand yourself and know yourself in this way, you won't value yourself. And if you don't value yourself, you don't feel worthy of creating. So when you start the journey of becoming more familiar with yourself first, then you have a whole new platform from creating your business. And then you can add all the funnels, all the strategies. You can build all your funnels on social media. You can go live. You can do everything like that. It's nothing wrong with funnels. There's nothing wrong with marketing cookie cutter processes, because they also work. But the foundation has to be your intuition. It has to be your voice and your passion coming forth. Hey, Sheena. There again. I'm going live every day, everywhere today. And also Miss is joining. Hey, nice to see you guys. If you have any questions, just, pop them up. And yeah, that's really what I wanted to get across today, that you need to, if you really want to be successful building your online business and working as a visionary leader or spiritual teacher or coach or somebody who impacts the world from a heart-centered place, you really need to connect to your own intuition and dare to trust that. And it's all about surrendering to the process of it. And to be honest with you, I feel too many people are going into business and going into doing the work on themselves, and they are looking at some months of training or some months of preparations. It is just absolutely a few percent that potentially build their business in a few months into $1 million business. It is not how it works at all. And doing shadow work and really big transformations, if you are going to change 30,000 hours of programming that you are living from in the present moment, it takes time. You have to have patience for the process, and you need to take the right steps forward. So doing shadow work and transforming, really letting go of the old self so you can become what it is that you want to be, it can take many years, as of building a business. So when you want to build your business, it's not something that happens in one day, because you're going to grow and morph and change with the business, with the branding, with your inspiration, and so much how more that you are, the more you are inspired and the more you create and the more you dare to show up as yourself, the more clear your message will be. And that message will be, from a state of vibration that's going to attract the people who wants to work with you. So there's so much to say about this, but very shortly, think about this before you enter into hundreds of programs doing this sort of generic marketing ways or proven strategies. That make sure you connect to yourself and your own intuition first. Make sure that you are connected to what you want to share. So you are also daring to take your business decision, meaning who you're going to work with, which clients you're going to say yes to, who's going to get the scholarships, how are you going to post on social media, what your branding is going to be like. Because we're energetic beings. People pick up, if you're not being authentic, people pick it up like this. It doesn't matter. You can say whatever you want, the people pick up on your energy. That's just how it is. So you have a bad connection, Sheena. Actually, I'm happy you joined, Sheena, because I have so much exciting news for the coming year, and there's so much going on in my own business, and it's been such an adventure for the last couple of years. And I'm really happy to present Sheena Bianca Tring as my new assistant joining my team, and potentially a few others that I'm inviting in soon to do some work with me. And we have some great plans and some amazing programs that are coming up. There's going to be a huge launch in January 2020, and it's going to be limited spaces. One is already taken. So I'm going to be so excited to share when it's a bit more ready for me to share that announcement. But I'm so excited to have Sheena on board, and we are just a powerhouse working together already, and that's intuition. I felt that first time I spoke to Sheena, there's something here, and Sheena was actually one of the few. I've only given away 2 scholarships in my whole time, and Sheena was one of the ladies that got a scholarship from me, and she's just been through an amazing process. And it's been such a crazy ride to see her transformation the last 6 months. And so I'm so proud and happy to introduce you to everybody, Sheena, and also going to do that in the group. I have a group, it's called the Manifestation Codes, and it's going to be a lot of fun in there. It's been sort of less active for the last years, since I've been concentrating step by step on building my business. I haven't had sort of time to invest too much in the group. However, that's going to change. And it's going to be something interesting in the group in September as well. So for the ones of you who are curious about what group coaching is really about and you don't really know what it is, or you've had a bad group coaching experience, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the doors to my coaching business. And for a short amount of time, I'm going to invite people in to see behind the curtains of my business, how I coach and how incredibly value it is to go together as a group of women doing the work together and opening our hearts and releasing that shame of who we are and really daring to step into, what it is that we want to share, not be embarrassed about, what we think is shameful or what we think are mistakes or what we think we need to hide about ourselves and our journey. Because when we listen to other people and we see that they're on a similar path as we are, and it's so good to share because it makes us feel so connected. And it's super important for you and many other entrepreneurs that we connect, because it's a lonely journey. It's sometimes, you're quite alone. And my experience I see with many of my clients is that the need to talk about entrepreneurship and building a business from also spiritual perspective is very, 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 very necessary, because a lot of people feel that they lack like-hearted and like-minded people in their everyday life. So they don't have these conversations as often as they want to have them. And if we're going to expand and really change the world, as we can do from creating, going from survival consciousness to creator consciousness and really be present with our creations, we really need to use compassion when we create and when we really start designing our dreams and what we want to manifest, and stop creating on the past stories of our lives of everybody else's voices. So, Sheena, I'm so happy. Welcome to the team, and I'm so proud to have you on board. And we'll be seeing more of you also in the live webinars and in the group and everything. And I will tell you more specifically about the live coaching that you can access. You won't be able to access the material of the coaching, but you will be able to see how the dynamic work within a group coaching. And this is going to be in September, between 4 to 6 weeks. So going to be 4 to 6 live calls. And I'm sure this is going to be interesting, if you are a person who are thinking about starting your business or curious on how it is to really run an online business, and really see that all over the world there are women and men like you wanting to start your business but not really sure how to move forward. So my point today and my last tip today is really go to your heart, follow that intuitive guidance while building. It's been the best thing. I'll give an example, very concrete example. When I do my business, I also started my Instagram account, and I personally never loved Instagram. I just don't like it. I see it's good. I know everybody else likes it, but I just don't like Instagram. I never felt good about it. I never felt like it's something I'm inspired to do. I always felt it was a hustle, and I really want to build my business from the perspective of what I love. So I'm keeping myself excited and pumped for the journey. And Instagram doesn't do it for me. I love Facebook and I love Pinterest. So my strategy is to help people build LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Facebook. I'm not engaging in Instagram because it's just not my thing. And many people will say, yeah, you're losing clients because, there's many people on Instagram that are going to connect with you. And that is where I say, yes. However, I have to follow my intuition. My feeling is not good about Instagram, and I'm not going to sort of sell out for that because you're supposed to build like that. And that is what I mean by following your intuition. Don't listen to other people's thoughts and point of views or judgments on how you should build your business, what it should be, how you should price it, where you should market it. It is really your personal journey, as unique as your fingerprint. So, that's it. I'm excited to go live here. You're going to see a lot more of me if you're interested in that. Also come and join the manifestation codes. I'm not going to share this today, but I'm going to share it later. We had a very big event happening in our family in May. It was very dramatic, probably one of the most dramatic things you can experience And we've sort of, got back up on our feet and really start to see the perspectives that this awakening, life-changing event has created within our lives. And today I'm sitting at my wonderful co-working space in Denmark. Obviously I'm Norwegian, but I live now in the north of Denmark. I'm very grateful for that. Scandinavian, beautiful Scandinavian country. And today I'm so lucky to sit with my husband, and he's working alongside of me. Say hi, Christian.
Hello.
So we're having a really good work day, and we're about to pick up our kids. Our youngest daughter had her first day of school today, so we're pretty excited. So that's it for now. Come join the manifestation codes if you want some more support, and if you have any questions. Yeah, there will also be a live Zoom that I'm going to do with a lot of my previous clients. They're the only ones who can access the actual Q&A, but I will post it live in the manifestation codes, because I really want to, show you guys how it is to work like this, and show you guys how we do the coaching on live, on Zoom. And yeah, that's great. So Sheena, we'll talk tomorrow. So excited. You might, yes, as you asked me, you may share on your page, of course. And have a great day, everybody, and we'll talk soon.